Hey Taurus, how's it going? Welcome back to Filara Spirit. I'm Topher, and here in my world we like to mix spirit, science, and the art of deduction to help us turn imagination into creation. So you guys, this is going to be a reading for the month of September 2021. I'm aware that most of my readings are usually timeless, but I'm going to put this in a separate playlist, and I'll probably just do one for each month as time goes on. If you find this at a later date and the messages resonate for you, then fair enough. It's just, will be aimed at the month coming up, right? Whether it's September 2021 or not. Nevertheless, it is still a general reading, guys, so it might not resonate for all of you. If it does, I would greatly appreciate it if you would let me know down in the comment section below. Hit the like and the subscribe button to help me grow my channel. Check out all of the information for personal and private readings in the description box down below via the link to my website. You can check out Instagram, where you can see my brand new official tarot deck being posted every single day, you guys. And you can check me out on TikTok for mini messages. Oh, and don't forget to check out the rest of your major placements elsewhere on my channel. Let's get straight into it. So your theme song, awesome, by the way, Skulls and Trombones. Okay, so there are 3 piratey pieces of music in my music deck. Norwegian pirate is an adventure. They all signify adventure, right? Because that's what pirates do. But Norwegian pirate is more about preparing your ship for departure, where you have to clear the decks and get rid of any bad guys, which is things like negative energy, negative people, things that you've outgrown, all of that kind of stuff, right? That's bad guys. Molto Piratismo is more, it's still adventure, but it's more of a traveling. All right, it's very montagey in the sense where you sort of go from pirates, you the pirate would go from place A to place B, and you'd meet people here and there and have different interactions and experiences in all these different places going around wherever it is that you're going around, right? I mean, basically as a pirate, you're pretty limitless, which is always the one thing I like to point out. When a piratey piece of music comes out, that's one of the main themes, is sort of this unlimited scope of direction. Right? Pirate can go anywhere they want, and also can kind of do whatever they want, you know, sometimes to the detriment of other people. But if we're harnessing the good aspects of pirates, the idea that they can go anywhere, and whilst they're going anywhere, they can kind of do whatever they want because they're in the middle of the ocean, right? So it's kind of a lot of freedom and unlimited energy. But Skulls and Trombones, which actually rarely comes out, you guys, is different. That one is the adventure is there, but it's more of a vague theme. I don't really see anything specific with Skulls and Trombones. It kind of encompasses just the energy of being a pirate rather than actually specific travel and stuff. So this is, I'm kind of feeling like you feeling that sense of freedom and limitlessness in whatever it is that you're doing, right? In September, you're just generally having this feeling of limitlessness and freedom, right? Freedom of expression, freedom of choice, freedom of direction, freedom of everything. That's what pirate does, right? Because it kind of doesn't care. But yeah, instead of you, it's not really you battling any bad guys, and it's not really you necessarily going on this huge treasure map adventure. This is more just whatever it is that you're doing in your everyday life. In September, you are adopting this freedom and this limitlessness, right? Okay, so we're going to have a look at your main theme for September with Beyond Maria. Then we're going to have a look at what's you're clearing with the Akashic Records, what the challenges are with the Dark Goddess, your blessings from the fairies, because they're always really nice messages, and then we're going to get advice from the ancestors. And of course, we have my tarot deck here for clarification if we need it. So Taurus, let's have a look at your overall theme here. What is the overall theme for the month of September? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, clearly you were meant to be a pirate. Right? Okay, so your theme for the month of September 2021, alignment. Now, we're going to talk about a few bits of alignment here. There is alignment, of course, with your chakra energy, Yeah, where they're all open and freely flowing, and that energy and that helix, like the spiral of a DNA, is just all the way down and all the way back up. Your divine energy is coming down through you and being grounded into the earth, into your reality. But you are also grounded and connected in your reality in a way that freely allows you to also be connected to the ethereal and your dreams and wishes and hopes and all of those kinds of things as well, right? It's a perfect balance going on here. Now, alignment also in terms of your path, right? Your path, this is what I mean. Like, you were clearly meant to be somewhat of, have this piety-free expression and limitlessness. I don't feel like necessarily September is going to be like a month of achieving perfect enlightenment or whatever, like you're, you know, becoming an ascended master. But I feel like for the first time in your life, you, as the pirate, you feel like you are on the right path, or you feel like you are headed in the right direction, more so than you ever have felt before, which is possibly why you're feeling that piratey kind of thing. You know, when you step onto this path of alignment, all of a sudden everything starts working out for you in a way that it never has before. You are feeling more joy and gratitude and all of those wonderful things than you ever have before. So it kind of puts you in this energy of, oh my gosh, what else is possible, right? With this overall limitlessness energy, this unlimited possibility, the unlimited scope of a pirate. Like, they just travel in 360 directions and it doesn't really matter where they end up, right? Like, I feel like this is kind of like your first taste of it, really, like your first real taste of true alignment with your path. I mean, there's a lot of change going on here as well. The dragonfly is right smack bang in the middle of this alignment process, and the dragonfly is all about change. So a change of directions, I suppose. But nevertheless, I'm kind of just getting this again. It's more overall for you. It's not, it's less specific. This is more just an overall energy for you. Let's have a look at what you're clearing, because this usually will give me some more information here about this alignment. Okay, okay. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you are going on an adventure, because, okay. Calm down, Topher. You've pulled the Ark of the Covenant. Now, I don't know how many of my other readings that you've watched. It comes out every now and again, obviously. This is Indiana Jones, okay? It's Indiana Jones, the Ark of the Covenant. Just this card here, right? When we think about the Raiders of the Lost Ark, they're looking for the Ark of the Covenant, right? Now, what happens in that movie? Indiana Jones has to go here, and he has to go there, and then he has to go back, and he has to go forward. The bad guys are looking for it as well, and everyone's just totally after this source of power, right? Arguably, both for power. One of them wants to open it for power, and the other one wants to take it back to a museum, also to have his own kind of power. Nevertheless, see, it's right in the background there. See this Ark of the Covenant? I think you found it. Winged messengers. See this winged messenger? I mean, this is Two of Roses, guys, which is a Two of Cups. But it doesn't really give me Two of Cups vibes necessarily. That being said, there are two birds. Oh, wait. There are two guys here, right? There are two birds here, and there are two cups of tea. Yeah. I mean, one of them's tipped over a little bit. Oh, and I think it's spilt on the chair. So, okay. You may have been looking for the Ark of the Covenant in the wrong place previously. Yeah. So we have like, it's like, there's two directions. There's two people here, there's two cups here, there's two birds here. One of them is like a white dove, the other one I think is some kind of hawk or eagle or something like that. I mean, they both have messages. I think you're getting a partner. You're getting a partner or some kind of assistance. I'm going to clarify. Some kind of assistance in the looking for the Ark of the Covenant. Now, when I refer to the Ark, I mean whatever your personal power is, whatever that looks like for you. So for some of us, that's the perfect family. For some of us, that's the perfect job. For some of us, that's literally being Indiana Jones, right? For some of us, that's spiritual enlightenment, whatever your Ark of the Covenant is, right? You have been looking for it. And for the first time in September, you know, you feel, and you are existing in the energy that for the first time, you are on the right path towards your Ark of the Covenant, right? There's that treasure map kicking in again. You have been looking for it in the past. We all are. The Ark of the Covenant is our ultimate fulfillment. It's our everything. Whatever that looks like for you, it's our everything. And so we're all looking for that all of the time, but majority of us are looking in the wrong place or in the wrong direction. You, in September, via the assistance of someone else, 2 teacups, 2 birds, and 2 guys, these 2, what are they, Arabic guys, right? Via the assistance of somebody else, or with the assistance of somebody else, in September, you're going to feel like you're on the right path, like for the first time. Oh gosh. The Fool. A start of a brand new adventure, you guys. This is the start of the hero's journey. Indiana Jones's journey. Yeah, absolutely. September is you had a treasure map before, Taurus. I feel like you had a treasure map before. It just wasn't the right one, right? I feel like it wasn't the right one, or it just wasn't complete yet. It wasn't complete. You needed, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just figured it out. This is, oh my gosh, okay. This is how I work, you guys. That's why I call myself a spiritual detective, because I have to piece together all the clues, right? And then I just get so frantic and crazy when the mystery unfolds, okay? Now it makes sense. You had one half of the map. See the bird right at the tippy top, right? You had one half of the map. That's why you could only ever make it almost, like you needed the other half of the map. You needed the other half of the map. Oh, and by the way, you've got the 6 of clues, which is the 6 of swords, and the 9 of skulls, which is the 9 of cups, a wish fulfillment. They're literally on a freaking boat, you guys. I mean, it's a speedboat. I don't care. It's a boat, right? Where do pirates live? Oh yeah. I mean, not live. You know what I mean. Look, this is you going off with the other half of the map. They both have, see, they literally have scrolls in their beaks. Like in September, you're being brought the other half of the map via somebody else. It's somebody else, whether this is a spiritual mentor, an actual, like a friend, or a romantic partner, because this is the 2 of cups, you guys. I've also got the Knight of Skulls, which is the Knight of Cups as well. And then you've also pulled the Hermit. The Hermit does what? Goes to find something. Yep. The Hermit goes into the darkness. See this archway? Goes into the darkness with this lamp that they're carrying, which is the light of the star, which guides them, right? It's the Fool and the Hermit. Like, boom, you finally get to go on that adventure to find your Ark of the Covenant through this archway with somebody else here. Somebody else in September is bringing you the other half of the map. You only had the one half before. Skadoosh. I mean, I love this message so much. Okay, let's have a look at what challenges may arise for you in September, Taurus. What are the challenges for Taurus? Are there any challenges for Taurus in September? I'm seeing a moment. You know that moment in a movie? Okay, so Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. It's a perfect example because it's also slightly Indiana Jones-ish, right? Is it the Cradle of Life? No, that's the second one. It's the first one where she has a triangle, right? It's like 2 pieces of the triangle. Now, she has the one half, or whoever has the one half, and then you need both halves in order to complete the process, and then she gets to have the magic of time or whatever it is. Now, it's not necessarily you having the magic of time, but you know those moments in those movies where they put the two pieces of the medallion together. They put the two pieces of the box or the symbol or the triangle, and then it has this, like, all of a sudden the power is activated, right? This is what you're doing in September. You're putting together the two pieces of the artifact, and then when you put it together, the magic starts happening, right? The magic happens. Change with this dragonfly in the middle. Oh my lordy lord, look at the two dolphins. I didn't even see that. Okay, so look at the two dolphins. And then right in the middle is that dragonfly, which is the change. Wow, Taurus. Wow. Okay, Nyx, respite. Okay, so your challenges. Interesting. I need to read from the book on this one, because the only thing I'm getting from that is the challenges for you to take some respite, to relax, to know that you've done it, right? I'm feeling like possibly with the coming together of these two pieces, this you and another person, whether it's an actual person, a teacher on the internet, an author, it could be anyone or anything, you're coming together with it. And then there's this magical change, like the magic is activated, right? And then it's going to be about you regaining your power, because once those two pieces of the artifact or of the map are put together, you then have the task of actually going on the adventure, right? Now that you have the whole map, the task is actually to go and follow that map. You need to to regain your energy before doing so. Let's have a look at what the book says, though. I'm going to read the foresight messages. Keep your cards close to your chest. Don't share your ideas with anyone at this time. Interesting. You are a great listener and a natural counselor. Speak to someone you can trust. Oh, I see. Don't share your ideas with anyone besides people you can trust, right? Okay. Retreat and get away from it all. Yes. Protect your work from the ambition of others. And appearances can be deceptive. Okay. She understands that you have endured a long, dark night of the soul and wishes to take you into her confidence. This sounds like just what you need at this time. If Nyx knows that you are too good at gleaning information from others to use for your own purpose, she will use all that you have revealed to her against you. Right, okay. This is, okay. They're so specific. That being said, I usually can kind of piece together what it's trying to say. Now, the Ark of the Covenant. Again, let's go with Indiana Jones. We're watching Raiders of the Lost. No, we're not even watching it. You are in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and you are Indiana Jones, or Lara Croft, whichever one you prefer. If you tell someone, as Indiana Jones, hey, I'm going to go find the Ark of the Covenant. I know exactly where it is. Check out my map. Look, I got this map now. I got this whole piece of the map together, right? There is a chance, a very, very big chance, that somebody, some people, some energies are going to want a piece of that, right? Now, usually that will manifest, especially if it's things like jobs or relationships and things like that. People will not necessarily want to take that thing from us, right? They don't want to have our relationship or blah, 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 blah. They will try and tell us how to do things. They will try and tell us, they will try and get us to do things in the way that they see fit based on their own experiences. And it's kind of like when you bring together these two pieces of the map and you were to tell other people, I'm going to find the Ark of the Covenant, or I now have this complete perfect picture, people kind of unconsciously tread on it, right? Where, oh, nothing can be that perfect. No, that's impossible. You can't have the two pieces of the map. Or you have the two pieces of the map. Well, I want a little bit of that too. However it manifests, it usually is in one of those kinds of ways. And I'm seeing September being the challenge for you is to switch off from that with this respite, but also to be aware of it when things are so great and so perfect and so in alignment for you, Taurus. There will be other people and other energies and situations around that will, I don't want to say feed off of it, but that will be unable to see or unable to comprehend how things are so perfect, right? So people will kind of draw their own conclusions, like, oh, it's perfect on the surface, but it must be like this behind the scenes. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Taurus, but and there'll just be some excuse or some reason, or have you considered this, or have it, and it just plants doubt, it plants worry, it plants all of the kinds of things that we don't want to be planting right now, right? And I feel like for the majority of you, you are aware of this, and the main message here is for you to put together the two pieces, whatever that looks like for you, and just be satisfied, right? And to regain your energy, because once you put those two pieces together, the task then will to go and do something with it, right? To make something of it. But whilst you're doing that, to not factor in other people's opinions, to not factor in other people's projections of their doubts, projections of their anxieties and their worries, right? Interesting. Your blessing here for the month of September is wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner wisdom to help you with a challenge. This is a challenge. It's your wisdom. Okay, you're going through this situation. This is your journey to the Ark of the Covenant, your journey to enlightenment, fulfillment. That's what I want to say. Your journey to fulfillment, your ultimate power, your ultimate self, your ultimate fulfillment. So when other people come along and project their fears onto your situation, for example, I did that once upon a time and it didn't work out for me, so it probably isn't going to work out for you too. That's projection, right? That's also sort of a manifestation of somewhat of envy, where it's, again, I'm just kind of seeing, because things are working out for you in this perfect alignment. People are kind of, they're not trying to shoot you down, Taurus, but they are injecting their beliefs and their programming into the situation because they weren't able to achieve it for themselves, right? And they just can't see how you have been able to achieve it. So the only way that they can deal with that and process that is to assume that it's going to fall apart for you as well, in the same way that it did for them. But your wisdom here, your blessing in September, is to move with the confidence and move with the calm. Look how you're like sitting on your throne here, because you're in this state of knowing and of you're self-assured, right? A self-assured kind of energy. And the only person that knows is you. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Right? Now is the time to call upon that wisdom to help you with the challenge. The challenge being other people trying to project their wisdom onto you, or what they think is wisdom, right? Now, actually what they have is knowledge. They just have knowledge and they're not applying it in any way, because knowledge, the wisdom is the application of knowledge. It's to know something and then to do something differently or do something in a certain way based on that knowledge, right? And if all we're doing is not doing anything because things didn't work out before, or we're telling other people, we're saying, Taurus, don't do this because it didn't work out for me, I wouldn't do it as well. That's not knowledge. That's not wisdom. That's just having information and just having it. You take it a step further by going, okay, I have this knowledge. How can I shape myself and my interactions and my choices and my future, my path, my direction at least, around that knowledge, knowing these things, right? I'm not just going to sit here and not do anything. You are actually going to go a step further than the other people around you have gone, or certainly whoever has something to say here, right? On the bottom of the deck here as well, precious time. So another blessing for you. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time as well. I don't think that's a message for you, but these kind of are coming in unison here almost, right? Your blessing in September is to be given the time to sit here like this, knowing that you have made the right decision for yourself. knowing that regardless of what other people think, what other people say, or the experiences that other people had or have had, it doesn't shape your future. That's their experiences, that's their past, and they are shaping their own future. Their past and experiences doesn't shape your future, Taurus, regardless of how much they say it. You're being brought this other half of the map to your fulfillment here. You were the one half of your fulfillment, and you're being brought the other half of your fulfillment in September, or you're at least being brought the other half of the map towards your fulfillment. And other people, most people in the world, they only ever have half of the map. So when somebody gets given the other half of the map, it's kind of, it's like people just see it as impossible. You know, something must be wrong. There must be something beneath the surface, because nobody ever gets the other half of the map. And you, Taurus, are. And it's just as simple as that. There is nothing hidden. There is nothing beneath the surface. There's nothing else. You are being given the other half. And it's because you're in perfect alignment. People could see what you've been through and what you've healed from and the lessons that you've learned, they would probably understand, aha, that's why Taurus is being given the other half of the map, is because they did all of these things and they worked on themselves. But people never think about that. They just look at the surface and go, oh, I don't like it, or I want that, right? Summer, bask in joy and light. Now, where we are right now, Northern Hemisphere, guys, we're in the summer now. Okay, so, and we will be transitioning out of the summer into autumn in September. So in September, is the summer solstice? I cannot even, or is it equinox? Nevertheless, this is right now, you guys, okay? Also, bask in joy and light, right? This is you, I mean, this is the dark shadow, the dark goddess deck, but nevertheless, this is you basking, right? Basking in the joy and the light and the knowing, the innate wisdom and knowing that this is it, right? It's kind of what I'm hearing. You also got a whole bunch of other ones. Oh, you got spring and you got winter. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like the next year is going to be a bit of a whirlwind for you, Taurus, actually, kind of, right? It's starting now and it's going to be progressively increasing over the next year or so. So by this time next year, your life's not going to look the same, because you are going to be out on some kind of adventure to your Ark of the Covenant here, right? September is about you being brought the other half of the map. It's about you getting some rest and respite and building your energy back up so that you can set out on this treasure map. Like I said, this here is not necessarily the actual travel part of it yet with the skulls and trombones. That's more kind of the energy of just feeling like that's what you can do rather than actually doing it. So yeah, you're gathering your energy back here in September so that you can set out on this treasure map. Now, then the other part of it is doing your best, whether it comes from yourself or whether it comes from somebody else, okay? Doing your best to work through any kind of doubt or anxiety you may have about the validity of the other half of this map, right? It's like you've got, you know, yours is authentic because you made it. So you don't know whether this other part is authentic. You want to carbon date it. You want to check the paper. You want to check the ink. Is this authentic? Was it actually from blah, 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 blah. The challenge for you is trusting that as much as your half of the map is authentic, so is the other half, right? And if you don't go for it, then yes, you will miss out on your opportunity for your ultimate fulfillment here. That being said, I don't think you're going to, okay? I don't think you're going to. So Taurus, this is what I have for you. Let me know if it resonates. And of course, let me know how it turns out for you. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button to help me grow my channel. Check out all of the information for personal and private readings in the description box down below. Check me out on Instagram where you can meet Topher and Marius, and TikTok for daily mini messages, you guys. I love you. See you next time.